Okay, guys, we've seen the NHL's had many villains over the years with some pretty fun nicknames, too, like the Broad Street Bullies. And with the Panthers, you've got players like Tkachuk, Bennett, Marchand. The fans, they're throwing rats. So, Hayes, is it fair to say that the Panthers are the league's modern-day villains?
Absolutely, and I think they love it. I think they embrace it. I think they want it. I think the three players you just mentioned, Sarah, they define modern villains in the National Hockey League. Matthew Tkachuk, Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, all of them play on the edge. All of them have the opponent absolutely hating them from the second the puck drops in Game 1. You know it's even more extreme by the time you get to Game 7. So I think the Panthers know it. I think they embrace it. I think they want it. There's also a salary cap element to this conversation as to why they're villains. No state tax. How often do we hear that now in the modern day NHL? It would be very nice. I would actually love a piece of that personally. But they love to embrace that. They love to promote it. They love to take advantage of it. It's not the only reason why they're a great team. It's a part of the reason. And again, I think they embrace that. And also, I would say Paul Maurice has taken on somewhat of a villain-like role in terms of the way he is now policing the handshake line. He is telling Rod Brind'Amour, who used to play for him, actually, we don't do that anymore. This is how we operate as coaches. Bruce, I think they love it. I think they embrace it. And I absolutely believe the Florida Panthers are a modern-day villain.
They absolutely are. And listen, if I was in the handshake line with Paul Maurice, and I love the guy, and he told me I couldn't do something, I would do something just because he said it.
Yes.
He is not in charge of everything, but that's how Florida's playing. They chirp better than everybody else. They can play any way you want it. The thing I really like about them is once they start being the villain and giving you the little dirty shots and running the goalies and that. And once they start, the refs start looking at them, they turn their cheeks and go the other way, which is even more frustrating, which even makes you even more mad at them. And Marchand is the perfect example. From licking your face to turning the other cheek, he does that stuff just to tick you off. And this whole team knows when to do it and knows when not to do it. That's why this series is going to be so good, is because the guys on the other end, they can do the same thing. When you got Corey Perry and that likes and Evander Kane and Trent Frederick, they can play like that. So that's what this series is going to be. It's going to be villain versus villain. I really like it.
I like it too. Now, Bruce, you coached for a long time in this league. How hard is it to coach against a team that plays a heavy, fast game like the Panthers do?
Well, it's really difficult because you end up playing like they want you to play. And that's the biggest thing is in the dressing room, you got to be telling the guys, listen, and I know it's a cliche, but you got to say, we got to play our game. Let's not get pulled into the way that the Florida Panthers play, because they want scrums. They want all of these things. And some teams find it, a little awkward, or they don't want to do it, but they know they have to man up and do it. And I think that's what Florida loves. They love getting in there. So if you're Chris Knobloch, you got to be sitting there, boys, after the whistle, let's play between the whistles, but if they want to start things, let's frustrate them. Let's not get involved. Let's play inside the whistles. We could be violent, we could be physical, but once that whistle starts, let's not get into their games of doing the things that they want to do. And if we do what we want to do, it'll be an awful lot easier. And I think they got to do that, because if they go outside the boundaries and play like Florida wants them to play, I think Florida's going to win.
Okay. Well, Bruce, we got to end this chat on a totally different note. Definitely not talking about villainry here. We got to wish you a happy anniversary, because 50 years ago today, the Maple Leafs selected you 42nd overall in the draft. So happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Were there computers back then, Bruce? Or if you weren't in the building, did they have to send you mail to let you know you were drafted?
No, what happened is they sent the letter. They had a carrier that went all and handed it to me, because that was the one of 2 years in history that they had a phone draft. So I waited by the phone for, it seemed like, for hours to hear my name, and then the agent called, and you just sit there because you're waiting to go an hour earlier. You don't know what to do, but it was an exciting day once I got over the third round thing. But I mean, I'll never forget it. It's a great memory, and I'm just lucky enough to be drafted into the NHL and to my favorite team, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's right. Well, congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank you.